flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Changed Moon. I'm the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God's duties and motherfucking responsibilities. Now check this out, and we do this shit for real. This how you spot out, ooh shit. This how you spot out a fake woke motherfucker in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Or a fake spiritual motherfucker. It's always gonna have something to do with the physical world that they have to attach their blessings to, that they have to attach their accomplishments to, that they have to attach their accumulations to. It's always gonna have something to do with the physical world. Now, how you perceive these things, right? Now, when you really with God, you're supposed to be able to see God in everything, even when you're going through your worst circumstances in your life. You know that that's God in some way, shape, or form, aka a new scenario, a situation that's blossoming, so you can see more possible scenarios in some way, shape, or form. So if your only way to see God, or if you're around other individuals and their only way of seeing God is based upon their attributes catered to the physical world, you know what I'm saying, like material, money, shelter, especially with the internet nowadays, likes, attention, subscribers, social media presence, and things of that nature. A person who got a weak spirit will tie their spirituality to these things as an excuse to why they may be in a better position than someone else as far as how we construct our minds. And just because you got a mental crutch don't mean you are allowed to use that as a form of reference to where your spirit at. Because there are spirits out here with nothing, but still got God. And if we was to go on that train of thought, when a motherfucker don't have anything, this is them saying that they don't have any God in their motherfucker life. And this is faulty knowledge. This would lead the shadow government to make up things like, oh, since we could create a weapon with a sword on it and bolts, then this must mean whatever we're practicing in our mentality is more superior. So that must be really God, because the people who don't have that ability don't have God. And that's the same train of thought. So for the most part, you got to have equilibrium. Be a real spirit to have wisdom like that. And for God to come to you to know you won't be getting rocked to sleep by motherfuckers that try to convince you to do something that Lucifer wants you to do. And Lucifer love being called God. And it'll also give you security at the moment also to have you go get other followers. And a lot of times they use love. It's always something that's dealing with another issue other than handling the insecurity. And the insecurity should be the thing that's taught, not what's being used to make the motherfucker, to compromise the goddamn insecurity. We take motherfucking pills and medication all day from the scientists and shit like that. That don't do nothing but compromise your immune system. So when you need mental crutches out here, and instead of you dealing with your insecurities, taking self-responsibility and actually putting yourself into a position that you actually have something to teach, you actually only end up regurgitating and only teaching something that's helping you with these insecurities. So no one has a cure anymore. No one can solve any issue that they have. They only get this little makeup, this esoteric pill, which is a book or religion or some shit like that. And then you have individuals teaching you that these are the actual things to help you with your insecurities without actually dealing with the insecurity. And then when you really get met with a life obstacle, you really gonna be leaning and depending on whatever that mental crutch that you're utilizing, because you don't have it yourself. You don't know how to make it up yourself. You don't know how to make love. You don't know how to make hate for the certain things to get you out of your position. You don't know how to make prosperous. You don't know how to make imagination. You don't know how to make what you're supposed to be making up in your mind. So you allow the world to do it for you. And anytime you become weak, someone who had a better attribute, especially the shadow government, will be able to replace your mind. And then you'll place yourself with the things that they gave you, their God, that's Lucifer, as an excuse to why you are spiritually more secure than someone else. When really you're just an individual who don't know how to handle their insecurities properly to be able to be a teacher, to feel like you can value yourself in that attribute. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get out of the demonic world. So this is how you spot a fake woke spiritual individual, when they try to tie their spirituality to something of the material world, as if this morality in their mind is what manifested that. And a lot of times, the shadow government have created these circumstances in the first place because they know how lost individuals are that can't come down in the world and change things in a real way and be real men and women. Thoughts and feelings floating around like Fujin and Cinder Winds. Flight boss, bitch, and I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. That's how you spot a fake woke motherfucker.